Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss a new interview with David Gordon Green, who of course directed and co-wrote Halloween Ends and the entire current Halloween trilogy. Now in this interview, he reveals how he entertained a potentially huge plot point to the story throughout the entire writing process, and all the way until the last minute, it was a possibility to happen. So grab your skull mask, your witch mask, your pumpkin mask, and your Michael Myers mask. Let's go! So MovieMaker.com recently posted their interview with David Gordon Green, and the subject of Silver Shamrock came up. And what happened next was very revealing indeed. Here's what he had to say. Joshua Insidious interviewed him and said, "You see the same blue font from Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, to open Halloween Ends. And to me, it's letting us know that your part 3 is not going to go the way we think. What else from Season of the Witch influenced Ends?" David Gordon Green responded, "There was an ending I wrote that we never filmed, and it takes place at Silver Shamrock Factory as it was spitting out the witch, skeleton, and jack-o'-lantern masks. And then it started spitting out Michael Myers masks. I had a temptation to go there, but at the end of the day, I thought that's just fan service for people who know what Silver Shamrock is. It was in every draft of the script ever published," laughs, "but we never filmed it." Okay, guys, I have to say, this absolutely would have been an incredible ending in my opinion, to this movie, because we have been speculating not only on my channel and the Lethal Collective, but other content creators as well. I mean, there's been so much speculation leading up to this movie is whether or not there would be something to do with the mask. Like, why is the mask so important to Michael? There's lots of theories out there on why the mask is so critical to him, why it's so important, why Karen could take that mask at the end of Kills and literally lead him like a carrot leading a donkey, right? Just leading him with that mask, and he would drop everything to go retrieve it. It's that important to him. And we would theorize on what it could be. Could it be a Silver Shamrock mask? Could there be something in that mask that's more than human? Maybe his strength, his super strength, his ability to take bullets and stand up and walk away could be sourced in the mask. Because, we know he doesn't need the mask to kill, because we saw in Kills and, the gas station, the podcasters, we know that he doesn't need the mask on to kill. But what we've never really seen before was him having more than human strength, or being able to do more than human things, like, again, take bullets, get up and walk away like it's okay. And any of those type things always occurred when he was wearing the mask. So to me, it was never an issue of the mask makes him kill. No. He's got that evil in him. But there's something about the mask that enhances it. It brings it to life. It certainly looks that way, right? Now, of course, again, this is all theory. We could theorize and make arguments both ways. But I think in my mind, there's at least enough evidence to show that he's never done anything superhuman, more than human, without wearing the mask on. The mask was always on. So here's the thing. We still don't really know for sure. It's ambiguous. And I'm glad at the end of the day, we don't really know, because that's part of what makes Michael so scary, what makes him the shape, what makes him the boogeyman, because there's the unknown part of him. We don't need all that knowledge. All right. They try to explain in the Curse of Thorn trilogy what the source of his extra human strength and power was. But I didn't care about that. I didn't want to know that. So back to the mask, there's always been this mystery around the mask, and I think there always will be. But what's intriguing is to know that David Gordon Green was actually considering going down this road to show us that it is indeed a silver shamrock mask. I really do wish that he would have filmed that, and I wish he would have put it in the movie. Personally, maybe it's a hot take. You may or may not agree with me on this, and that's okay. But I do. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I know he makes the comment here. He says, I thought that's just fan service. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't necessarily agree with that. But even if it was, even if I was to say I did agree with that, which I don't 100%, the thing is, so what? Who cares? Like, there's nothing wrong with giving fan service in a movie that's 40 some odd years old. It's not like, come on, man. It's not a problem. And there seems to be I've noticed this with Scream 5 as well. And talking about Scream 6, there seems to be like the phrase fan service has turned into this bad word, this dirty phrase. Like, oh no, it's a dirty thing you shouldn't say, you shouldn't do. And I'm like, I think to myself, why? Who cares? It's not a bad thing. If you execute fan service well, if you execute those moments in the right context and you put it in there, there's nothing wrong with fan service. So I challenge the idea that it's inherently a bad thing. I don't think it is. And so when I read that line he said about, I thought just fan service, people knew what Silver Shamrock is, I thought to myself, yeah, that's right. So there's nothing wrong with that, because that's what, your loyal fans of the franchise, we all know. Like those OG fans like myself and like many of you that are watching and listening, you guys that have been here and know these films inside and out, we know it's Silver Shamrock. We know what that is. It would have been a really cool little Easter egg, a little, maybe even more than an Easter egg in that case, but it would have been a cool thing. And like just like many of you, like myself, recognized the Season of the Witch font that was at the starting off the movie. I mean, we see that very beginning. There's the blue font, matches it identical right there for Halloween Ends. And like the interviewer said, it was letting us all know Halloween Ends is a different movie. This is not going to be what a standard Halloween film, which it completely was not. So it was it was a nonverbal way of communicating to us, get ready for something you're not used to seeing for Halloween. But anyway, guys, this I think would have been so much fun and really cool to have ended the movie that way. And he said it was in every draft of the script they ever did. It was there. They just never filmed it. But even up to the last minute, the last script versions, it was still there. So I would have loved for them to have done it, and at least in the worst case scenario, put it in the Blu-ray, DVD, special features when it comes out. But anyway, guys, we're not going to get that. We're not going to get to see it, but at least we know we can talk about it, and we'll remember that it was at least in the script, and it seems like it came pretty darn close to being done. It just didn't happen. But all right, everyone, I'm going to leave it there. I want to know what you think about the idea of Michael's mask having been a silver shamrock mask, and what implications do you think it would have had not only on the current trilogy, but looking back to 78? I want to hear your opinions, thoughts, ideas, and your feelings about this idea. So start leaving your comments below right now in the comments section so we can discuss it together. Well, that's going to be it for this update, guys, but I'll be back soon with more Halloween Ends and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.